for me to go out there and hustle for and to get. You know what I'm saying? So I think like, don't let your limited mindset as an adult impact how you raise your kids. Like,
that's a bar.
Like, that's it. That's just to help the future generation out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let like just your limited beliefs like impact your children. And like, don't let your fears impact your children. Like, don't
she preaching?
Like, because
Get the girl some water.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm because
I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And it's so crazy because when I was 16 years old, I told my dad, I looked my dad in my face, I said, Dad, don't put no limitations on me, all right? He will tell you verbatim. I looked him in his face and told him that. Because I remember, like, I had a job, and I was 17. I had a job, and I was coming home late. But I was safe. Like, my friend's parents was dropping me home every night because it was a job with them. And he was like, Aaliyah, like, what's going on? Blah, blah, you come home late. And I'm like, Dad, like, I'm making bread right now. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm getting to the bag right now. And this is during the pandemic when people wasn't getting money. So I was about to let up no opportunity. And I'm like, Dad, don't put no limitations to what I can do with this. And I promise you, since that conversation, my dad let me rock. Like, he let me rock. And also, like, you gotta know your kid too. Like, if you really have a trustworthy kid and you know that you raise them with discernment and you raise them with, like, a good head on their shoulders, and they haven't done anything, like, kids gonna be kids, but you know what I'm saying, haven't done anything crazy. If I'm not putting myself in jail or near death, like, let me rock. Let me experience life.
Let me make my mistakes.
Let me live a little.
There's a I hate when I forget the full scope of it, and I don't want to draw it out, but there's a book that talks about the 4 levels of parenting. The first level is training. So from like 0 to 5, it's like training. Then after that is at some point you get to coaching. But from like 0 to like 13, it's literally like discipline, like what to do. Then train you on what to do. Then I coach you, and then I mentor you. Like, I observe and I give you guidance. Because after a while, it's you can't, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. After a while, like, you should have instilled that in early. Yeah. So when like, I train my child to be good. Like, my dad, me and my dad beef all the time. Love him. We beef all the time because my dad is very safe. But he's the riskiest person I know. He wants you to be safe, but he's the riskiest person I know. So I'm like, yo, you're so hypocritical. You make no sense. I'm like, Dad, you came from Jamaica with nothing. You worked at a newsstand for and then went to architectural school at night. Like, you didn't get sleep for years. Like, 8 hours to you is a blessing. Like, you did all of these things, and then you tell me, I want you to get a city job. How you make sense, sir? Yeah. You went and you took mad risk. You went and got your first property when you had nothing. You were sleeping, and you told me you were sleeping in your friend's house, and you owned a house that you couldn't even live in because you needed the tenants to pay. Like, you told me these things, and then you're telling me, and then you made yourself, you are comfortable. The stuff my dad does, I'm like, yo, you have to be comfortable to do the shenanigans you do. Love you, but you're crazy sometimes, right? And then you tell me to be safe. I'm like, nah, bro. You gave me the blueprint.
Yeah, you put this in me.
You put this in me. And then you're mad with me because I'm like, I want more. No, you came from Jamaica you didn't come with, you came up here with nothing. You started from scratch. He showed me the newspaper stand that he worked at. Then he built himself up by networking and talking. And people like my dad. My dad kind of funny. He got his little jokes. People like my dad. And he was able to build his relationships. My dad has, he was one of the designers on 2 of the science buildings in St. John's. Wow. Right? Which you telling me to play. Yo, come on, bro.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
I'm you.
Stop playing. Stop playing. You playing around too much. Like, you want to do something. You want to make the money. You want to build wealth because it look cool. But you're not serious. Because you know what I got. And I got something for you. The Blueprint for Investing, Volume 1, created by me, Aaliyah Duah. It gives you a step-by-step guide on how to get started investing in the stock market. See, if you want to really build wealth, you got to put your money into things that's going to work for you, right? Because the job money cool, but you want to make the money work too, right? So it's going to give you a step-by-step guide, investing tools, the apps to use, everything. And the best part is, I know you don't like to read, so I only made it 28 pages. That's it, right? 28 pages, and you getting yourself some wealth of knowledge. So make sure y'all tune in, get your copy today, and go to financialrevolutionn.com. Let's get it, y'all. Back to the episode. Yeah, I wasn't trained to do that.
I wasn't trained to do that.
Yeah.
You showed me my entire life. Work
Yeah.
hard and take risks, because you don't work for a company. My dad has worked for himself his entire life.
Wow.
So you sitting here telling me to play it safe. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
I was like, he the biggest hypocrite I know. It's lovely hypocritical, but he's the biggest risk taker.
Yeah.
And when you're a parent, they're going to follow what you do, but you also have to realize you can't put that limitation on them. Because I low-key said something similar to my dad. I was like, I said, your fears, you're putting, I don't play it safe. You ain't play it safe either. Don't put your fears on me.
Yeah.
And that's something that, as parents, if you don't feel like you could personally do it, that don't mean your kid can't.
Exactly. And I think that's the best part about having kids, or like just being a kid, because like even with my dad, like I see this as a dream, and like entrepreneurship at the end of the day. And then my mom's also an entrepreneur too, besides like what she does with the airline. And it's just like I took the best of both worlds and like turned it into what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's the point.
And it's like I'm not starting from zero because I see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I may not have all the resources, but like I'm gonna make my parents proud regardless, because I'm taking both worlds and mashing it and turning it into something. You know what I'm saying?
And you started.
Exactly. So it's just like I'm y'all. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'm
They be
here.
tight.
Like don't be mad. I'm here. And you're still like
my mom got over it.
Like I'm y'all. Like I'm here. I'm grinding. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know. But I think like again, like I always shout out my parents. Like I feel like I'm blessed. Like I have parents who like really really support me, and a lot of people don't have that. Like
very fast. A lot of parents, because again they don't think they could do it, so they feel like you can't. My mom finally. There was 2 times in my life that my mom realized that her mindset had to open up. The first time she see me play basketball, my mom turned into a basketball fan. My mom ain't know what a hoop was. First time she watched me play basketball, this lady watches basketball all the time now. First time she watched me play, and she said, "That's my daughter." What? You see her jump? You see her? Like, the fire was in her eyes from that moment. Because my dad used to take me. My dad took me to sports. Yeah. My dad had me in everything. I played everything. Squash. I played golf, tennis, karate. I did everything. Softball. Everything. My mom was academic. So she all about the books. And my dad like, no, she got practice. My mom like, she ain't finished her homework. She ain't going nowhere. I'm like, Mommy, please. No, please. And my dad goes, Angela, just come to the game now. Yo, my mom comes to the game. She see, you see that move? My mom goes nuts. And this was a game where I was playing in like this league, and I was I don't know if you follow politics, but you know Chuck Schumer?
Chuck Schumer, yeah.
I played in the same league as his daughter.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So this is like, this is 20 something plus years ago. And so my mom is excited, and she's like, hey, we got this stuff set it up. My mom is losing it. So now she's like, she didn't have a game. She got this schedule on the wall. She's lit. Like now she's all in because she realizes she sees it differently. She had to see it, She had to see it. And sometimes people have to witness. Yep. They have to see you in action to really see like, oh shoot. Because when people know you, they only know you from where they know you from or how they saw you when they first met you.
That's a fact.
So my mom had to see me in a different light. That was the first time she changed. The next time was when she came to an event I was speaking.
She saw you in a whole different light.
My mom be like, oh, my daughter do credit. Follow on She Tree. My mom be wildin'. She be wildin' now. She the tree. She be, and then she remembers, Rasheda 3. I'm like, Ma, it's just Sheeta. Nah. My mom is out there. I have thrown 2 events in Brooklyn. My mom is at every event at the door giving away stuff. Like, because now she's like, she's like, I didn't see it before. When you was downstairs studying and I kept coming out and bothering you, I didn't know what you were doing. But now I see why you was like, let me see your credit. I'm pulling her, I'm doing all of this. Now she sees what the result to that was. And sometimes they just have to see you in a different light.
That's a fact.
And then their belief system changed because remember, your belief system and your vision is for you. Yeah. When somebody comes around to your vision, then they could see what you see eventually. But initially, they
don't see it.
They don't see it until they see it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that was for my mom. Yeah. My dad hasn't fully come around yet. He's still like, why you on your phone? This, that, goes to the camera. He still on me. He ain't fully see it yet. He not a believer yet. But half my family, they see it. They become I'm coming up in conversations like, yo, I seen this girl online, she the 3, and they bring it up, and they like, yo, that's my cousin. Like, that's serious, and it's happening more frequently, dope. And I'm like, dope. That's dope. That's fire. Yes. All right, so.